Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Eman. Today, you guys, I am doing the ultimate makeup look that will work for any occasion, whether it's school, work, or any event for your life. This is going to be your go-to look. I really wanted this makeup to be very easy, very doable, so any of you guys can do it. With a little bit of practice, you'll have this look down like that. I'm also super excited because today I partnered with Sephora Collection to show you guys their new redesigned Pro brush line. You guys are gonna love these brushes, and I'm gonna show you some of my favorites. So thank you to Sephora Collection for sponsoring this video. And now let's get into this look, you guys. But first, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel, and add me on Instagram at Eman, and on TikTok. Don't forget to add me on TikTok at Eman Makeup. All right, guys, let's get into this go-to look for every occasion. First part of this makeup look is primer. You guys know that I love using a primer before foundation because this really helps your makeup last longer. It makes your makeup go on smoother. Today I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Super Light Smooth and Blur Primer. This helps to smooth out my pores and blur out any imperfections. You want to use a primer, you guys, because when you're doing this type of makeup, you want this makeup to last all day. So a primer is gonna really help with that. I'm also going to be showing you guys the new redesigned Pro brush line from Sephora Collection. They recently relaunched their brush line. They narrowed it down to only 30 brushes, so basically gives you everything you need in all of your brushes. And they broke it into categories for foundation, face, and for eye. It just makes it so much easier for you guys to know what brush to use for what. Because I know a lot of the times that's what people have a hard time knowing is, what do I use this brush for? They have a color coding system, so it helps you guys know which brush goes for which category, whether it's foundation, face, or eye. It's all separated by color. Next step is foundation, and I'm going to be using the Sephora Collection Pro Foundation Brush number 64. This brush is beautiful for buffing out foundation. It is all synthetic hair, so it works amazing for any liquid or cream products. And one of the best things about these brushes, you guys, is that they are 100% vegan. So all the hairs are synthetic. I'll be using the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. What I like to do is to pump a little bit on the back of my hand and then dip the brush, just the tip of the bristles, and then buff it into my skin. What I love also about this brush is that it does not waste any product. So it picks up the product, but it doesn't soak it up. This brush will give you the most natural finish for your foundation. And if I have any areas that I want to go back and add a little bit more product, like I have a breakout there and a little bit there, the technique I like to do, if I just stipple the product, you guys can see it applies a little bit heavier, so it gives you a little bit more coverage. I always like to go over my eyelids just to even everything out. So let me show you guys a quick side by side. I absolutely love the finish of this look right now on this side of my face. If you love just a super natural look, which is what we're going for today, especially for this type of makeup, this brush is amazing for giving you that look. All right, next step is concealer. So this step is really important, you guys, because concealer is one of those things that can just really help brighten up your face and just make you look more awake, more alive. So today I'm using one of my favorites. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. And then to buff that out, I'm taking the Pro Concealer Brush number 57. I love the look of these brushes. They all have uniform colored handles, which gives them that really pro look and feel. Plus, they come at an amazing price point. And the idea of this brush is very similar to the foundation brush, just buffs the product into your skin. Comparing both sides, this side just looks brighter, more awake, but it doesn't look like a heavy concealer application because this just blends it out so beautifully. Now we just want to set everything to make sure that makeup lasts. And I'm using the Sephora Collection Pro Powder Brush number 59. When it comes to powder, a couple of tips, you guys. If you have really dry skin, you do not need to use use powder. But if you have oily skin and if you have combo skin, you're just gonna apply that powder in the areas that you need it. You don't need to apply it everywhere. Now that our base is complete, let's move on to the eyes. If you have really full brows, then just use a little bit of brow gel, and I like to always brush the hairs up. But if your brows need a little bit of work, then just add whatever your favorite brow product is. I'm taking a neutral brown eyeshadow. So all you need for this look are a nude and a matte brown. I'm using the SEPHORA collection colorful eyeshadow, and I'm using Pro Shadow Brush number 13 on my lid. So I want to keep this as simple as possible. I'm using the SEPHORA collection colorful eyeshadow, and I want to use a medium crease blending brush. This brush is going to be your go-to brush. You're going to use this brush for every eye look. So if there's one brush that I'm like, go get it today, it's this one. It is the SEPHORA collection Pro Crease Brush number 26. I'm getting just a tiny bit of that product onto my brush, tapping a lot of it off. We just want to carve out our crease a little bit just to give the eye a little bit of shape, but really keeping most of that eyeshadow on the outer corner and taking it about halfway in. I'm taking the Pro Liner Brush number 22 and using that same brown eyeshadow, you're going to draw a line just on that outer corner of your eye towards your eyebrows. And then once you have that line, you're going to go back with your crease brush. You can use the same brush as earlier or take a slightly smaller brush. I'm taking the Pro Crease Brush number 24 and add a bit more eyeshadow. Next, you want to curl your eyelashes and add a ton of mascara. If you want to take this look up a level, you can definitely add a pair of really simple corner lashes. These are so easy to put on. I'm using the SEPHORA collection Sidekick number 5 lashes. These give you a little bit of natural volume just on that outer corner, which is all we want for this look. Now that the eyes are done, it is time to finish up the face by adding some color. So we're going to start with a bit of bronzer. I'm using the Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer and Pro Powder Brush number 50. When you start to add color back into your face, this is kind of when your face comes alive. That's why I love using bronzer in the winter and the summer. It doesn't really matter. I use bronzer pretty much all year round. I love that this brush has a point to it, so you can actually go in and use it to define your cheekbones. This is one of my favorite bronzers. I do not use this bronzer enough. I forgot how much I love it. It's such a pretty tone and it has just the tiniest hint of shimmer, so you're gonna have a little bit of glow to your cheeks. Next, it is time for blush, one of my favorite parts of any makeup look. I'm going to be using one of my favorite blushes from Bare Minerals. This is Strike a Rose, and I'm using the Pro Blush number 96 brush. I like to use a slightly smaller brush like this for blush because it helps you to avoid getting blush everywhere. Sometimes when blush brushes are too big, it just applies the product where you don't want it. And I like to kind of start on the apples of my cheeks and then blend back towards my ears. And then the last little touch to the face is to add a bit of highlighter wherever you want a little bit of glow to your skin. All right, the last part of this look, you guys, are the lips. One of my favorite things is to use a large lip crayon that's matte to line your lips. This gives your lips a little bit of shape and it's gonna hold that color throughout the day. So I am using the NARS Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in the shade Bad Girl. And this is very close to my natural lip color. It's just a tad bit darker. So I'm lining and I'm also filling in the corners, but keeping the center bare. And then for the center of my lips, I'm using the NARS lip gloss in the shade Chelsea Girls. That is the final look for this everyday, every occasion makeup. You guys, I promise you, if you practice this look, you will have it down and then you can do this look super quickly anytime. Make sure you check out the new redesigned SEPHORA Collection Pro brush line. You guys are gonna love these brushes, especially these two brushes. I'm obsessed with this foundation brush, the Pro Foundation number 64, and this eyeshadow brush, the Pro Crease number 26. These two are my favorites, but everything else I love as well. So I'm going to include everything I use in the description box. Make sure you check them all out, and all the other products will be included there as well. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think of this look. And if you want to see more looks like this, let me know. Add me on Instagram at Eman. And I will see you guys in my next video very soon. Bye.